Mic check, 1, 2.
I killed the teen dream. Deal with it. Hey guys, it's April. So today I have a really fun, exciting look for you guys. Today I'm going to show you how to get this 3-for-1, as in 3 looks in one video, Jawbreaker inspired look. So Jawbreaker is one of my favorite films of all time. It is a black comedy. It's really dark, kind of fucked up, but still really funny. And I absolutely love the aesthetic of the entire film. I just think all the costumes and the sets and the colors are just so beautiful, and definitely a little like saccharine, you know, which I think kind of complements the very like dark aspect of this film. It was made in 1999 and directed by Darren Stein. And if you guys haven't seen this movie, please go out and watch it. It is so good. But yeah, today I'm going to show you how to get 3 different looks inspired by Courtney Shane, Marcie, and Julie. We're going to start with Julie, go into Marcie, and end with Courtney. And the cool thing about this look is that basically what I'm going to show you is how to add on to a look just to like switch it up. So we're going to start off somewhat more on the natural side. Then we're going to get a little bit more frosty, and then finally at the end it's just full-on pastel eyeshadow and really like deep pinkish red lips. And then the hair is pretty simple, just not that accurate, but you know, it's okay, it's fine. But yeah, stick around and I will show you how to get this look. These 3 looks. Alright, let's get started.
So I like to start off by prepping my face. I like to use a very tacky primer and apply that all over my face, and it's really great for gripping your foundation. I am also going to apply a little bit of lip balm onto my lips just to moisturize them before we get into this look. I am taking a flat concealer brush and some of my foundation, and I am going to carve out my eyebrows. So what I'm doing is I'm lining as close to my eyebrow as possible, and what this is going to do is kind of create the illusion of a thinner eyebrow. If you're like me and you don't really want to commit to a super thin eyebrow, this is a really cool way to do that. Next, I'm going to take my foundation and I'm applying this all over my face, and with a flat face brush I'm going to go ahead and buff that in, make sure that everything is very well blended. Be sure to get into the hairline. And if you're missing any spots, you can always just apply a little bit more foundation to that spot and blend it out. Be sure to get down the neck, over your eyes. Once that's all blended out, I am going to take my loose face powder in a little powder puff, and I'm just going to set my entire face. I like to start with the areas that crease first, like my under eyes, around my nose, and the corner of my mouth, and then just dust that everywhere else. With a large crease brush, I'm going to pick up this matte pinky mauve eyeshadow, and I'm going to sweep this into my crease, and then I'm going to blend it up towards my brow bone. And I am just building up the intensity little by little, just kind of doing whatever suits my preference at the time. And I'm also going to take that same brush and I'm going to put this onto my bottom lash line. And this is going to give you a bit of a more doe white appearance, which makes me think of Julie's character. With my finger, I am picking up a muted metallic mauve eyeshadow and applying that onto my lid. I am actually taking a little bit of rose water and spraying my finger and just applying it a little bit wet for a more of a metallic finish. And this is just a little bit of frost for that 90s look, but it's not super heavy. I applied just a little bit in the inner corner of my eye. And now I'm just going to give my eyelashes a little bit of curl, and I'm going to apply a light coat of mascara to my top eyelashes. And I'm also going to apply some to my bottom eyelashes, but just on the outer corner of my eyes. So I'm not bringing the bottom lashes all the way in, just on the outer, once again, to kind of give you that doe-eyed look. And then I'm applying just a little bit of nude eyeliner to my waterline. You know, this is probably like an optional step, but I think it works really well. Next, I'm taking a large powder brush and I'm picking up a bronzer, and I'm just going to bronze the parameters of my face, which is like the hollows, my cheeks, over my nose, underneath my chin and jawline, a touch of my forehead. For me, Julie had a very kind of earthy sort of look. She was like the more natural of the bunch. So just a little warmth is nice. And next I'm taking a shimmery, well not shimmery, but like a sheen peachy blush and applying that to the apples of my cheeks, nose, chin, forehead for a little bit of color. Next I'm just wiping off any product that's on my lips. And I'm taking this warm pinky like natural lipstick and applying a little bit on my lips and then just kind of blending it out. I want to do a sheer layer, something kind of brown but natural. For hair, I am taking a bobby pin. I am just creating a little zigzag part. And then like if you need to, go ahead and just straighten your hair for a really slick look. And for Julie's look, I'm applying this like mustard top with this little butterfly necklace. Super cute. Moving on to Marcie, I am taking a little like brush, a little shader brush, and a really like bluish purple metallic-y opalescent eyeshadow, and I'm applying that onto my brow bone. And I am being very heavy-handed with this. I want the frost to be seen from outer space. I'm also applying this into my inner corners just for that really 90s frosty look. Going back in with that like muted metallic mauve shade, I'm going to press this into the existing lip color that I'm wearing right now. And this is a really great way to get a sort of like 90s metallic frosty lip, since I know that like frosty lipsticks are sort of hard to come by these days. I'm also applying just a touch of that onto the tip of my nose. Next, I am taking a metallic pink eyeshadow and I'm applying this as a blush over my cheeks, nose, chin, forehead. I just want to look like a frosted cake. And I'm applying a little bit of lip balm, a little lip gloss, just to kind of tie the look together. And for her hair, I'm creating a sort of off the center part, and I'm taking a hair straightener and I'm just creating a little bit of body, adding a little bit of wave and stuff back into my hair because I had it straightened before. And so I'm going to tease the undersides just to give it a little bit more height, a little bit of bouncy volume, if you will. Be sure to tease the hair around the face just so that it looks kind of, I don't know, like 90s weather woman. I'm taking a hair tie and just like splitting my hair down the middle and tying the bottoms off. And then I'm just using a clip and like clipping that back to give myself a faux bob. Obviously, this doesn't look good in person, like if you're going to look at the back of my head. But I think for photographs, it kind of gives the effect. So if you already have short hair, you're in luck. But also, if you don't have short hair, you could just do whatever style you're wearing. And for Marcie, I'm wearing a green little bodysuit, my Miss April necklace, accessorizing with some red heart-shaped glasses. Now on to the bad bitch herself, Courtney Shane. So first off, I'm just like undoing my hair because it's just not comfortable. And now I'm going to pick up this like powdery blue eyeshadow. It's really matte and really light. And with that crease brush we used earlier, I am just applying this into my crease and all the way up to my brow bone, completely frosting and pastelizing the entire eye. I'm putting this in the inner corner and in my bottom lash line. If it's a little too intense on the bottom lash line, you can just use your face brush to dust some of that off. Next, I'm creating a little tiny baby wing to my top lash line with some black liquid eyeliner. I'm trying to keep the wing really small because she doesn't really wear a heavy wing, but she does have a sort of pin-uppy look. And now I am just applying some mascara to my lashes, just on the top this time. And I'm applying a pair of spiky flared eyelashes, and also we're just going to ignore that I got mascara on my eyelid. If you see mascara on my eyelid, no you don't. Moving on to my eyebrows, I am just going to like brush them through. If you want to fill them in a little bit, you can at this point. And next I'm taking a really like bright bubblegum pink blush, and with a powder brush applying that heavily onto the apples of my cheeks. I am stressing heavily, be very heavy-handed. Rose McGowan wore a lot of blush in the 90s. And go ahead and tie that together by putting some onto your nose, chin, and forehead. Now I am wiping off the previous lip color, and I'm using my face brush with a little bit of foundation and recovering my lips. And now I'm going to take like a cherry brick red lip pencil, and I'm going to line my lips. I am creating a more defined heart-shaped cupid's bow. And I'm making sure that my lips are going to be very rounded, heart-shaped, and full because she has a really voluminous pout. So now I'm going to take a sort of purpley pink lipstick and applying that all over my lips. So about the lips, hold on, I'll get into that later. I'm next taking a metallic-y purpley pink eyeshadow and pressing that over my lips for more of a punchy color, a little bit more shimmer. And then I'm going to go in with a bubblegum pink later just to really finish the lip look off. But what I wanted to say was that Rose McGowan wore many different lip colors throughout the film. And I was kind of just torn between which one to do. I kind of wish I would have done more of a orangey red lip and very sheer because I feel like she wore that the most. But this was the color that I used for my thumbnail, so I decided to go with that. And then I just applied a bit more of a berry lipstick. So moving on to my hair, I am splitting my hair straight down the middle. And now I'm going to take some bobby pins, and I'm taking the front sections of my hair and pinning them up. And now I'm going to take a curling iron, and I'm going to just give my hair lots of curls. If you have shorter hair, you're definitely going to get more volume out of this because my hair is so long and weighed down. It doesn't give the volume that I wish it would give. But I am curling the hair around my face. I feel like this is really crucial for this look. This is going to, like, when you clip your hair back, it's going to create some little tendrils and it looks really, really cute. So be sure to, like, really focus in on those front sections. And then once again, I am just kind of curling the rest of my hair, and this takes forever, so we're just going to fast forward through this part. And that was me curling the last section. Can you believe this is me trying to curl my hair? Like, ugh. Anyways, so once again, I'm curling the front sections of my hair. I'm just like repeating the same thing onto this side, curling the front sections, making sure that they're tighter. And then when I'm done doing that, I'm going to go ahead and just like pin up the sides of my hair. And you're going to see me do this a bit later where I actually like take the little pins and I pin them up just a little bit higher. I feel like that gives it the right shape. But for right now, I'm going to tie a red ribbon around my neck to accessorize because that's what she wore on the cover of Jawbreaker. And I don't know, I have long nails now and trying to tie a bow with long nails was difficult. Anyways, I'm applying some cherry earrings because they look cute, but of course you could do hoops, that would be more accurate. And here's where I'm talking about, I take the sections and I pin them a little bit more higher up on the head, and I just feel like it gives it the right shape. So trial and error, but since you guys are watching this, just be sure to do that instead. And then now I'm just accessorizing with some little hair clips. I decided to go with purple because I kind of felt like it tied in with the lip color. And for Courtney, I'm just wearing a hot pink cardigan, some ribbon, and cherry earrings because duh. And I decided that I didn't like that lip color, so I'm applying an even deeper berry to the lip and a little bit of lip gloss just to add some shiny vinyl goodness, and then that's it.
This is it for the final look. This was so much fun to do. Once again, Jawbreaker is one of my favorite films of all time. And it's just so nostalgic for me. I remember being like an 8-year-old kid, like, and seeing the poster of Jawbreaker on the walls of our local video store, or like when I would flip through like Cosmo Girl or 17, they would show like the ads for like whatever movies or albums were coming out, and I would see Jawbreaker, and I remember seeing the like pink and the green and the blue, and just like it looked like candy, and I was immediately drawn to it. And I remember the first time watching it, I was like, this is the best thing I've ever seen in my entire life, because yes, it's aesthetically really beautiful, but it is kind of dark and a little bit fucked up. And when I was younger, I just really loved movies like that, and I still do. But yeah, it's just such a fun look. It's a really great way to show you how to like elevate a baseline look. So you kind of start off with the basics, and then I show you how you can layer onto that and just switch it up. It's really not a very complicated look. I mostly worked out of one palette. Where is it? I mostly worked out of this like ColourPop palette. It's just like, oh my god. That looks like my youth right here, like my childhood, my teenhood, especially like my preteen years. Like this is what I dreamt of. And I am obsessed with this palette. I just love these like pastel shades, and they have some really great shimmers. This color right here, what's it called? Mind's Eye. It's like a muted purple, and it's very frosty, and that looks really good over like any lip color as a lip topper, just to make it instantly like late 90s, early 2000s. Love this. I mostly worked out of this palette, so that's pretty cool. Also, I'm like looking at myself. I don't know if I should have done a more cherry red lip. Obviously the girls sported different looks throughout the film, but I just tried to get the essence of each character. You know, Julie is a little bit more like down to earth because she's not so much like these other two girls, you know, so her makeup's a little bit more natural. Marcie, she reminds me of like a California like beach blonde, so she's a little more tanned, a little more bronzed. She has the golden hair, but there's still some elements of it that's like very 90s, and I think of like the frosty lips and a frosty highlight. And then Rose McGowan's character of Courtney, she's a little bit pin-up, a little bit va-va-voom sort of vamp. So she mostly has like a really light color over her lids, a little bit of eyeliner, mascara, lots of blush. Rose McGowan just looks really, really beautiful wearing tons of blush. Lots of blush, and then she always has a sort of red toned lip, whether that's a purpley red or like a true cherry red. Sometimes it's like full on, other times it just looks like a sheer wash. That's kind of like her style. And yeah, as for the hair, Julie, I just kind of did the straight hair. I did a zigzag part because, you know, why not? Like I love a zigzag part. We should bring zigzag parts back. And then Marcie, I tried to do a shorter do on myself, but obviously I have very long hair, so that's kind of difficult. And then for Courtney Shane, I sort of did this hairstyle because she wore this hairstyle throughout the movie. Obviously her hair is shorter, so she would get a little bit more volume and it'd be a little bit up higher, but it's like split down the middle and pinned up to the sides. And I'm also showing in this tutorial the look that I did in the thumbnail, which is just kind of like a Jessica Rabbit, Veronica Lake sort of side part Hollywood wave. But yeah, super cute look. I accompanied it with outfits. Of course I have outfits that are very similar to what they wore in Jawbreaker, because I just like idolized the style of this film and wanted to be every girl in this film. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. I will be leaving a list of all the products that I used down below in the description box. If you guys have any questions, you can also leave those down below. I don't know if I used my, my eyelashes. That happens sometimes. I don't know if I used my really crappy cover of Volcano Girls in this video, but if I did, I'm sorry you had to listen to it. But like, I need that song. I need that song for this tutorial. I have to have it. But yeah, that's about it. Also, one thing that I kind of wanted to like brag about. Can you guys believe that Darren Stein, director of Jawbreaker, actually saw my little homage to his film? Like, I'm still geeking out over that. That is so cool. But Jesus Christ. Does this happen to you guys? It's always the inner corner of my eyelashes that pop up no matter how much glue I use. I think we're good. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video, and thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye. Hey. I'm trying to think if I should film a couple of clips or not. Anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and take my little bobby pins out and just show you real quick the other style. Also, my scalp is sore because your girl just did her roots like literally this morning and then tried to dye her hair. That was interesting considering that I have no skills in that whatsoever. But oh wow, look, I didn't even have to work that hard. I thought this was gonna be like super involved, but I'm just gonna tease this front section so that I get a little bit of height. And you know what, let's just add a little bit of, so I get some side volume as well. And ideally I would curl my hair a little bit more, but like, boom, we're done. Also, do you like my nails? Let's bring the French tip back. As I did a little cherry, can you see it? These nails on this hand, not cute. But yeah, okay. That's literally it. That's all the looks. Cool.